nobody here. Are you sure the police didn't suspect anything?
I'm sure, Tina. They didn't get anything from me, because I ain't got anything to give them.
Shush. It's not rude. You gotta be careful. If we let anything slip, then we'd be caught for sure. If Mrs. W. should ever suspect us.
Don't worry about me, Tina. I won't say anything. I love you. And I wouldn't hurt you ever. But I'll kill anybody who does.
I love you too, Rocky. But we gotta keep our secret.
No, don't follow me in here. Someone might see us together and ruin everything. Promise me that you won't tell anyone what I told you about Mr. Walkwright and me. Mrs. Walkwright would never understand. Please, go. I'll meet you tomorrow so we can make our plans. Whatever you do, keep our secret.
Good. There is no one here. We must be careful. One error and all is lost. Our work is too important to let a little murder stand in our way. Be quiet. That's your problem. You're too talkative. Remember, a wagging tongue could get you hung. That's good, eh? Bit of cryptic humor. My genius has based it on you.
We have a little secret, just what we can't tell. Behind this little secret that could send us to hell. It's a tiny little secret that you could hardly see. But you aren't ever going to get that secret from me.
Lieutenant Snare will solve it for sure. In fact, he's now waiting for Officer Toole to return from checking out some evidence.
That's good. I'm glad you have such faith in him. Indeed, you do think quite highly of him. Is your interest more than something professional? Oh, forgive me, that was none of my business.
Oh, no, that's all right. Only he thinks it's none of his business either. Sometimes I think all he cares about is his job. It's so frustrating. He treats me like just one of the guys. He doesn't seem to notice that I'm a woman and that I love him. Maybe I should just forget about him.
No, Sergeant.
Please, call me Lana.
All right, Lana. Don't give up. He's a good man, and I think he cares about you more than he realizes. Just give him some time and the occasional nudge. I did that with Bill, and it was more than worth it. Your time will come.
Oh, I hope you're right. Anyway, he's the only prospect I've got, and that Teresa Brule has him hypnotized just like a snake with a bird.
Don't worry. If you're right for each other, things will all work out.
Here he comes. Hello, Lieutenant.
Good morning, Lieutenant Snare.
Good morning, ladies. Well, I think I've solved the case.
Oh, Robin, that's wonderful.
Who did it? How did you figure it out?
Well, I got to thinking about our clue. Those 6 letters, that seemed simple enough, but all those people with the letters were clear. It just didn't make sense. I even sent Officer Toole to check on the background of the information of all the guests to see if something might turn up.
And what did turn up?
I don't know. Toole has not yet returned.
But I thought you said
That I solved the case, yes, but without the information Toole is gathering.
So, how did you do it?
Well, as I said, those letters baffled me. They were such an obvious clue. Too obvious. Too convenient.
You mean?
Yes, they've been planted there by the real killer to throw suspicion on the others.
How cunning.
Yes, fiendishly so. It almost foiled even me.
So what did you do?
I reread the interviews, checked the alibis, reviewed the evidence, and that's when I saw the proof.
So who did it?
Mrs. Walkwright.
Me? What?
No, not you. You couldn't have done it. I only want you to go and call everyone to this room right away. Then I shall reveal the guilty party.
Right. I'll get Wade to help.
Robin, I'm so proud of you.
Oh, it was nothing, Lotta. But thanks. I've called you in here to congratulate one of you. A cunning, calculating killer who coolly contrived a convincing clue that caused this case to become quite complicated. It reminded me of a famous homicide case in 1897. in Wisconsin.
Perhaps you can tell us this a little later. What about this case, sir?
All right. Well, as I said, this killer almost threw me off the scent. But once I smelt a red herring, I was back on the trail. Reviewing your alibis gave me a possibility, but no hard evidence. All I had were those letters torn from the newspaper. That's when it hit me.
The newspaper.
Right. I dug out the newspaper. It was not the one that Walkwright had read. He read the exposer. This newspaper is the exposer, a cheap rag filled with stereo ads and sex scandals. I dusted it for fingerprints, did a little more exploring, and that's when I saw the proof. There were only 2 sets of prints on the paper.
Oh, whose were they?
Mr. Walkwright's, of course, and the fingerprints of the murderer.
Ooh. Ew.
Carmen today, I charge you with the murder of William Walkwright.
No, I didn't do it. I couldn't do it.
Come, Queen Karen, confess. The old guy was alone in the lobby. Everyone else was in bed. This was your chance. He trusted you, so it was easy to slip a noose around his neck, stab him repeatedly, and then shoot him just to make sure. If the evidence is obvious, you were alone with Walkwright just before the murder. I even found a smudge of your lipstick on his cheek. What did you do? Kiss him and then kill him?
No, you're wrong. It wasn't like that at all. I didn't kill him. You've got to believe me.
Then explain this evidence.
I can't. Please don't make me do it. Not here, not like this in front of everyone. Please let me talk to you privately.
All right, but no tricks. The rest of you can go. Sergeant Clues will stay here with me. Well now, Mr. Day, why couldn't you have murdered Mr. Walkwright?
my father.
What?
Yes, William Walkwright was my father. 19 years ago, he was away on a business trip. Been away from home for 3 weeks, and he was lonely. When his attractive woman at the office of the company he was dealing with, she felt sorry for him, invited him to dinner. They liked each other and went out a few times. Liking grew to loving. One night, well, I was the result of their mutual attraction.
Poor dear, how did you find all this out?
Well, although they drifted apart, they never lost contact. Dad always sent Mother money to help pay for my expenses. He even wrote me sometimes. This year I came up to see him.
What did your mother think of all this?
Well, you see, that's why I came to see him. To tell him that Mother had died last spring and that I was working on my own. Poor Dad. So happy to see me. And so upset about Mother. He said I looked just like her. Now they're both gone.
Miss Bidet, I didn't know. I'm sorry. I apologize for what I said. I was stupid.
That's all right. We were just doing your job. Please don't tell Mrs. Walkwright about this. She's had enough pain without this.
Of course, we'll say nothing. Right, Lieutenant?
Right, Sergeant. Don't worry. Your secret's safe with us.
Thank you. And now, if you don't mind, I'd like to go freshen up.
Of course. Good day, Miss Bidet.
Bye.
Well, I really blew that one, didn't I, Lotta?
That poor kid.
For us. We still have a murder to solve, and now I'm right back to square one.
Well, perhaps Tool will bring us back some useful information.
I doubt it. This case is impossible. You're lucky you don't have to deal with this kind of frustration, Lotta.
Right.
It's a whole